Hi all, if you are a returning viewer, welcome back. If you are new, welcome. My name is Amira, and today guys, I am coming to you after my 10-hour workday to sit down and swatch for you 3 of the new Lisa Eldridge Velveteens. Let's get into it. Like I said, I just got off work. It's been a 10-hour workday. And then not only that, I've been spraying my face with sunscreen spray. Like I've gone out a couple times throughout the day. So my makeup is a little broken down, but we're just going to make it work. You know, I'm just going to make it work. So also my window is open. I turned my fan off, but I have to have my window open. It's like 90 degrees today. So your girl has to have some kind of relief. So let's get into these swatches. And what I wanted to let you know is I purchased 3. I did not purchase the whole range. I tried to purchase a nice little array of the color selection. And I also wanted to make sure that I purchased shades that I owned in the Velvet formula, her OG formula, my favorite matte liquid lipstick formula. So first off, I purchased this one up, and these literally just came, guys. I saw that they were out for delivery and I was like, well, I guess I'm filming a video when I get home because I want to get this done for you. So first up is Velveteen blush, or blush Velveteen. I don't know how you would say that. Velveteen. And then I got, which one is these? I got Affair. And then, of course, I had to get the classic. I had to get the OG. I got Ribbon. So I feel like this is a nice little selection. I got a red, I got like a pinky tone, and I got a neutral. And I also have those in the Velvet Lip formula. So let's start off. I want to just do a couple of comparison swatches for you guys on my hand so you can see what these look like in comparison to the Velvet formula. These are the Velvet formula, the actual bullet lipstick formula, and this is the liquid lipstick formula. So you have blush, Affair, and Ribbon. Right off the bat, what I suspected with these has come to pass, and that I felt like the liquid formula was probably going to be a little bit more pigmented because liquid lipsticks tend to be. So right off the bat, I feel like I'm getting more of a truer tone of Affair than I get from the bullet lipstick. The bullet lipstick kind of, so let's start off with, I'm going to start off with the lightest tones. We're going to start off with Affair. And so I'm going to apply that. I have my little mirror here. All right, so this is one application, one coat. This is really pretty. I will say I was a little, I'm not a liquid lipstick girl like I used to be. Liquid lipsticks used to be the only thing that I wore back in the day. I didn't own any bullet lipsticks. I exclusively wore liquid lipsticks. So I feel like I'm a pretty good reviewer for liquid lipsticks because I've tried so many formulations. But also, because I no longer really am like checking for liquid lipsticks, I'm very picky about buying them nowadays, because if I have to choose between a liquid lipstick and a bullet lipstick formula, I'm more than likely going to go for the bullet lipstick formula, with the exception of the Dose of Colors liquid lipsticks, which are my favorite. What I was concerned with this one is that I was worried that she was going to come out with like a moussey, that sort of moussey formula that is very popular right now, similar to like the Kaleidos like clay, I think they're called the clay lip, or kind of similar to the ones from Half Magic Beauty and the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream. Those formulations, I am not a fan of those formulations. I find they give me like wrinkly butthole lip, you know what I mean? This is not that. This formulation is very interesting. It's like, it's thin, but it's not watery. So it doesn't go on patchy, because sometimes with those really thin formulas that are meant to sort of like not feel heavy on the lips, they can be quite patchy and hard to build up. So I'm going to go in with a second layer. Just to see what it looks like with 2 coats on. Alright. And as you can see, it just bumped up the tone a little bit. And I will say, I feel like this tone with that second coat is more of a true match to what the Velvet Affair bullet lipstick looks like on me. But it's not pulling as pink as Velvet Affair pulls on me. Velvet Affair can pull quite pink, where this one does feel like it has a bit more neutral tone. There's still a bit of a hint of pink to it because it has some pink in the actual tone, the color itself, but it's not like a pink, soft pinky nude on me, which is not what I like these sort of like slightly brownier tones that I often see it pull on other people. That's kind of what I liked about it when I purchased it. This one is more in keeping with that. This is actually really pretty. I will say you can fill these on your lips like any liquid lipstick. I have yet to find any liquid lipstick formula that feels like, oh, I can't fill it on my lips. You can. It's a liquid lipstick. They are wet and then it dries down and you fill it on your lips. But it's not uncomfortable. I'm not like, ooh, my lips feel so dry. And my lips were dry. Like, I just got home. I've been in air conditioning all day. I had on a bullet lipstick. I was wearing my Gucci Satin and Mary Mauve. I just took that off. I didn't drink enough water today, so my lips are a little dehydrated. So I actually went and exfoliated a little bit. So my lips are kind of a bit parched right now, but they don't look it. They're very, as you can see, it's a very soft velvet texture, which is very pretty. All right, let's go to Velveteen blush. I keep wanting to say velvet because I'm thinking of the bullet lipstick. Velveteen blush. Let's go to that. All right, guys. So I have removed Affair. To remove these, you will need a oil-based remover. I'm just using straight up almond oil that I keep around for when I'm trying to remove liquid lipsticks. I just got to keep it in my little arsenal for that. So I'm using that with a little Kleenex to take the lipsticks off. So let's go on to blush. And I'll zoom you guys in a bit more. There you go. I'm dipping back in for my top lip. Okay, so this is one coat of blush, and it's pretty. It is definitely, I would say, this is what it looks. This is the bullet, and this is it dried down in the Velveteen formula. And I will say, you probably will have to build this up to get it to that tone. Holistic, I'm okay with that. So I'm putting on a second coat. And I will say, Velvet Blush, when I first got it, I was a bit bummed because it actually reads a little lighter on me than it does on most of the models and people that I've seen swatch it. And this liquid lipstick is actually giving me the truer tone, like the tone that I wanted. Like this swatch here makes it look much darker than it actually is on my lips, on my, like, because my lips are quite pigmented. Oftentimes tones like these two will read quite sheer and my lip color will shine through. Whereas with a liquid lipstick, because they're so much more pigmented generally than a bullet lipstick, I'm not really having that issue. So I feel like I'm getting a truer sense of the color, a truer, you know, you're getting what it actually looks like or supposed to look like. This is really pretty. This is what I wanted it to look like. So actually, I'm very excited. And that's one of the reasons why I picked this one, because there was another pinky tone, Rain, which I don't have the bullet version of that. So I was kind of like, well, I wouldn't have anything to compare it to. And I decided to get blush because I was really curious if this Velveteen formula would give me more of a truer color than the bullet does. And it does. It's really pretty. It's such a pretty tone. And I don't usually go for like these types of tones, but I fell in love with it on the models on our website, so which is why I picked it up. And I was like, oh, it doesn't look like that on me, but now it does. So that's exciting. Alrighty. I will say that this one did stay my lips a bit more, but that's not shocking. It's got more red in the base of it than a fair. Now let's go to the true, like, bright, deep, rich tone is Velvet Ribbon. I've got to do Velvet Ribbon. And I have to say, I'm really bummed because let's go. I didn't forget what I was going to say. I'm just waiting. That's very pretty. So this is one coat, a messy application, but forgive me. It's like 8 o'clock at night. Let me live. So this is one coat of Velvet Ribbon. Now what I was saying before I like left you guys on a cliffhanger there is that I'm really bummed because my Velvet Ribbon I actually broke. It's totally my fault. I actually was just being really rough with it and I broke it, so it's a little loose in the, so I have to be really careful, and I don't really wear it as much as a result because I'm always afraid that I'm gonna like break it. Also, generally speaking, when it comes to reds, even though I have some really beautiful red lipsticks in bullet form that I love, one of my favorite reds, if not my current favorite red, is Pat McGrath's Matte Trance and Forbidden Love. I'm obsessed with that. But generally speaking, when it comes to red lipsticks, I prefer a liquid lipstick because red is such a high maintenance color, and when you're wearing it in a bullet formula, you really have to babysit it, and you really, you know, it kind of gets all over everything. With a liquid lipstick, if it's a good formula, it'll dry down, it'll last, and you can kind of just like put it on and live your life, which I love. So I'm going to go in with the second coat now. Alright guys, so this is 2 coats. I paused to take my thumbnail. Make sure, guys. I was like, oh, I have to take my thumbnail on this color. This looks exactly how Velvet Ribbon looks on me, which is exactly what I wanted. It's pigmented. I will say it is more, it is richer, bit like more true to the tone on my lips, more opaque is the word I'm looking for, opaque. Which again, with a liquid lipstick is exactly what I would expect and what I would want. So yes, this is Velvet Ribbon. It's her OG formula. It's like her flagship color. I had to get that one because I know a lot of people are probably going to be looking for swatches and looking for reviews of it, and people are going to be picking it up because it's a beautiful tone, but again, it's a bullet, and I just feel like reds really do lend themselves more as far as just how you live while wearing a red lipstick. Just lends itself better to a liquid formula. So this is Velvet Ribbon, and this is 2 coats. So a parete. I feel very, especially with my like blue striped button down shirt that I wore to work today, I just feel very like classic, you know. It's just a very classic, like even if I zoom you out and you can see a little bit, it's just classic, you know, classic. I love it. So beautiful. This is not my favorite Lisa Eldridge red tone. My favorite is Velvet Dragon, but Velvet Ribbon is just like, if you're gonna own Lisa Eldridge lipsticks, you have to own Velvet Ribbon. It's just sort of like, what you doing? You know, if you don't own it. I didn't own any of the insanely saturated colors. That formulation from Lisa, I didn't own any of those. Like, I own a bit of her Luxuriously Lucent. I own a couple of the glosses. I own a ton of the velvets. Now I own some of the Velveteens, but I didn't own a single color from the Insanely Saturated. And when I saw this one on Martina, I was like, sold. Sold. The next time I buy from Lisa Eldridge, this is what I'm going to throw that in my cart. And I wasn't planning on buying anything from Lisa Eldridge for a while. And then as soon as I said I was going to buy this, she dropped this new collection. So it was serendipitous. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to throw some in, just a couple into review, you know, the Velveteens, but I'm going to throw this one in for me. This is for me. But I'll show you guys. So this is the shade Strawberry Shock. Oh my God, on me, this is so orange. This is so orange, honey. Look at that. It's so orange. I was not expecting it to read so orange. Look at that. I was expecting like a pinky reddish tone, but it is so orange on me. And again, it could be, well, the coloring on camera, but even in real life, it's looking so insanely orange. But I like it. This is not at all what I thought it was going to look like on me. It's always a shock with my skin tone because my skin tone is neutral, but I have some golden undertones. So it's always kind of a crapshoot how a color is going to pull on me. But I feel like if I wore this with like a pink top, it would look more pink, and a red top, it would look more red. And if I wore with orange, it would look even more orange. It's so pretty. It's very bright. I'm going to definitely need a lip liner with this, but I'm not mad at it. It's almost giving me Velvet Morning, but with a hint more pink. But the formulation of this is Lisa's sort of like cream formula. Not, you know, she has like her sort of like the Luxuriously Lucent are kind of like almost like a semi-sheer, like balmy lipstick type of formulation. And then she has the velvets, which are quite pigmented and matte. And this feels very much like a cream, so like satin. Very pretty. Yeah, that's cute. All right, guys, let's wrap it up. All right, everyone. So that is my very impromptu 8 o'clock at night Lisa Eldridge Velveteen liquid lipstick review. Tell me in the comments down below, have you picked any of these up? If so, which colors are you thinking of picking these up? Let me know. Also, if you're interested in like any of the information, I will leave links to these in the description box for you all. Also, we'll try to leave a link to everything that I'm wearing on my face, even though it's kind of like half disappeared. If you're interested, I will leave it down below. Anything with an asterisk is an affiliate link, so if you click on it, I will receive a small commission. Thank you very much if you choose to use my link, but there is no like pressure to do so. All right, guys, so I will see you all at a much more reasonable hour in the next one. Bye.